Hey y'all. Yes, it's me again. Yes, it is. It's Dr. Dion Parker, the Courage Catalyst. And honey, I'm coming to you live on your feed. Listen, whether you are watching and rocking with me right now in present time, or as you scroll through your timeline and you just happen to find this here recording on your timeline, I hope you just tune in. Well. I was told by my purpose partner, Dr. Nicole Steele, that today is National Book Lovers Day. Now, you know we had to come out because we are ourselves authorists. So we had to come on out here and just hope you had, first of all, I'm on the back end of your day. We posted some things about loving books and being out here and doing your books and all the good things. So hopefully you were able to pick up your book, your Audible, and listen, whatever that was, and enjoy. Dive in, read and flip through pages today of your favorite books. I dropped a couple of my favorites. I hope you check out that post, but I decided that I was going to come and read to you. Now, it's almost 7:30 my time. It might be earlier your time if you're on the West Coast, if you're in out of the country, another part of the world, wherever it might be, afternoon, morning, whatever it might be. Well, I still wanted to read to you. How about that? So I chose one of my favorite books because this is the one I just released, From Comfort to Courage. And I was going to read a little bit of it to you. And one of my favorite ones in here, one of the favorite devotionals that I wrote in here that touched me so I wanted to read it to you. Now, I also wanted to, before I jump into my reading to you really quickly, I also wanted to say this. If you didn't catch this, honey, listen, it is the 10-year anniversary of Girl Get Your Swag Back. The 10th year. We're celebrating 10 years of Girl Get Your Swag Back. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to be doing a couple of things to bring back some people into an experience if you so choose. But let's dive on into this. I chose, if you don't know, first of all, From Comfort to Courage. If you don't have this, this is a 14-day devotional and journal. And in this, you will see, I made it this size because I wanted you all to actually just pick it up, read it, flip through some pages, write about it, whatever. I just wanted you to have that experience with it. And it is really, honestly, if you flip through these pages, it's really just pushing you into your courage zone. It's helping you to release comfort and come from that place of being stuck there and really, really jumping out into what could potentially be your best self, right? Because you are bold and brave. And so I chose day 3 of From Comfort to Courage to read to you. And I wanted to talk to you about this or read this one particularly because a lot of people that I know are currently going through storms in their lives. And so this one that I chose is called Standing in the Midst of a Storm. And I want you to listen and I want you to find yourself in this. And if you are finding yourself in the midst of a storm today, I really want you to just settle in for just a second. Sit back and just let me read this to you. And I want you to ask yourself some questions. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions that I want you to reflect on, but I really want you to take it to heart. Okay? So this is for you if you're going through a storm. Again, it's called Standing in the Midst of a Storm. Sometimes we just need to be reminded about the amazing creator that we serve and just how much he cares for us. I came across this quote and it literally made me pause for a minute. It read, "She stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her away, she adjusted her sails." Did y'all hear that? She stood in the storm, and when the wind did not blow her away, she adjusted her sails. This is so powerful. The first thing I noticed when reading this quote were the words, she stood in the storm. Think about what a storm feels like and sounds like. Can you hear the strong howling wind blowing? Can you feel the scattered debris from the ground hitting against your skin? Mm. Can you hear the loud crackling thunder? Can you visualize the darkness of the sky and the flash of the lightning? I don't know about you, but a storm like that might just send me running for cover. When the weather outside turns into a storm, sirens go off and the news stations flash urgent messages all across the TV channels, warning us to take cover or find shelter. When the twists and turns of a dark situation threatens our safe comfort zone, we might find ourselves running as fast as we can to get away from it. Some of us have faced some pretty large and tumultuous storms that caught us off guard. Sometimes we just need to adjust ourselves so we can continue to stand. So when I read that first line of that quote, she stood in the storm, it made me pause and visualize this woman. It takes courage to stand up in something that has the potential to destroy you. And it takes a whole lot of strength to battle the winds of trials that we didn't see coming. But God, but God. The woman in this quote stood up. Now, listen, I was about to stand up, y'all. Stood up in the storm because she knew the God she served was bigger than the storm that was raging. She knew God was her rock, her fortress, her peacekeeper, and her protector. So stand up, my friend. You can conquer this storm because our masterful creator has equipped you with everything you need to withstand it. Stand up, my friend. So, my question to you is, what have you learned about yourself during challenging times? Man, I tell you, I've learned a whole lot about myself during challenging times. I know when I need to go lay down somewhere. I know when I need to go sit down somewhere. I know when I need to go put myself in timeout during some challenging times. I've learned that I am no longer the woman that would run the other way in a challenging time. I know when to take time out though, but I also know where to bring it to because I'm scrappy. I'm not I'm not her anymore where I would just turn around and run the other way. So how do you handle challenging times? What have you learned about yourself? I can face it a little bit at a time. I'm one that will deal with whatever it is right there because I know it's looking me in my face and it's gonna look me in my face. I'm gonna look it in the face, and we're gonna one of us gonna one of us gonna win here. But I do know that my courage muscles have been built, and I build them every day. So what have you learned about yourself? What advice would you give to someone facing a similar storm in their life? I want you to think about that. Sometimes when we're in our own storm, we can give some real good advice to somebody else. And sometimes we need to listen to ourselves give that advice because the advice that you give someone else, you need to take. If you've ever found yourself really giving someone some advice, coaching somebody else, boy, I'm telling you, there's some things I could say to other people and coach them and help them get through things that I know I need to take and eat myself. So I challenge you to think about that. What advice have you given? What are you saying to others? Have they get through their storm? Take it for yourself as you're going through a storm. And what have you learned about God's character during challenging times? Mm-mm-mm. I have learned that I have history with God. He has never failed me. I don't know about y'all, but he talks to me a little bit differently. He says, little girl, get yourself up. Get up. Get up from there. Because he didn't call me to be afraid. He called me to be courageous, right? To be. I don't have to feel it. I just have to be it. I have to stand in it, right? And be courageous. Stand in your storm. Stand up. Some of us, our knees have buckled. Some of us just have cowered back. Some of us have been sat down. Some of us are twisting around and got lost in the storm. It's time to be grounded. Anchor yourself with the anchor, the source that grounds you in the midst of a storm. You don't have to do this by yourself either. There are other people helping you. There are other people willing to help you, to hold your hand as you walk through, as you stand up in the storm, to give you that hand to pull you up and out of your storm. But stand up. Now listen, we said that it's National Book Lovers Day. So go get this book, From Comfort to Courage. My purpose partner talked about a few other books. Go get it. Go get it. We got If Her Purse Could Talk, honey. This was amazing. I enjoyed leading this compilation of amazing women who told courageous stories. I encourage you to go get it. They so transparently and vulnerably opened up their life and gave you a peek in. Amazon.com. I probably blinked out there for a second. You can hit Amazon.com or you can go get it on my website, DionParker.com. And don't forget, girl, get your swag back. And also From Comfort to Courage. Come on, come on, come on. From Comfort to Courage. So go get your book today. I just want to point out that, yes, remember, I told you I was going to be out here, be a little bit more visible. I'm doing it, y'all. I'm doing it. I'm out here. So I encourage you as well to get yourself on whatever that is that your list, your thing that you said you were going to go do. Do it. Get out here and do it. Whatever is keeping you and holding you back and you're afraid to do, jump in here and do it. You are the only one that's telling yourself that you can't do it. You can do it. All right, my friends. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing evening. And I hope that you really listen to some books and go after on your big, I mean, you might have a pile of books like I do downstairs, a pile of books that I've started and didn't get all the way through. Go pick it up. It's time. Have an amazing evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.